Today we're going to talk about the case of Courtney Clenney. She was a 26-year-old at the time of arrest, OnlyFans model who had over 2 million followers. And she stabbed and killed her boyfriend, Christian, who was 27 years old at the time. And now she's claiming self-defense in this situation. And there's a lot of stuff, a lot of video evidence of them having and then just even police reports of them having a history of domestic violence. And all the ones that I've been able to find on the internet are depictions of her attacking him. But yeah, it's like what's the burden of proof for the prosecution who's trying to push a second-degree murder charge? What do they? How far do they need to go? But let's get into the story and what is led up to all this. So the couple began dating in November 2020, and it was said that the relationship was an extremely combative relationship. Quotes. They lived together in Austin, Texas, and there was a history of domestic violence while living in Austin. Clenney was actually arrested on a domestic battery charge in Las Vegas in 2021 after telling the police officers she threw a glass at Christian during an argument.
Oh, wow. She got arrested for throwing stuff at him?
Yeah. Well, as long as it wasn't a knife, like the other OnlyFans model.
It was just there, so I just kind of...
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police officers are dispatched.
Is this where she threw the glass at him? Look at this room.
Yeah.
For a family disturbance call.
The whole room was destroyed. Oh my gosh.
Right, she threw the whole room at him.
And she admitted it was her fault. And she also admitted to throwing glass at him and states she had thrown stuff at him before. So it's not like a one-off thing. She's like, yeah, I throw stuff at him on the regular,
Yeah.
They, I think from there, they moved to Florida. They moved to Florida in 2022, and they moved to like a upscale Edgewater apartments. They got like some nice stuff, I guess they stayed together. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. Great. What a relationship.
The person named Aiden lived below them and said the couple, he would often hear them fighting intensely. The quote is, "It is domestic violence. I mean, if you hear something, see something, say something. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. It's really a sad situation. I think ultimately it could have been avoided."
Thursday shows Miami.
There they are in an elevator,
and Instagram model
and she's just
Clenney yelling at and repeatedly hitting her boyfriend, 27.
trying to punch him.
She is trying.
Like actually swinging on him.
Just shut up and let me slap you.
That's an exchange between social media model Courtney Clenney and her late boyfriend, Christian Clenney. Clenney can be heard screaming. There's a reference to slapping, and Clenney uses a racial slur.
Ooh, she called him a racial slur, too. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wow.
Woo!
Hold still while I slap you. Yikes. Yikes. Imagine.
No.
Like, not feeling good one day. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I don't really want to go to dinner. Whoop, pop. What'd you say to me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Glass being thrown at you.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then there's quite a bit of footage of just them like fighting with each other. And like here's another one. I think this one happens much later.
I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. You're hindering my progress.
She's talking about like being sober and he's hindering her progress. I don't know like exactly what they're fighting about, but like whoever else is here is just filming it happen, right?
Right.
And dude just like is defending himself and like trying to back her down. And why is this burnt? Sorry, that's not important right now. But
It is.
Someone doesn't know how to use a fireplace. But anyway.
Hey, let's go to Malone right now. Let's pull up her.
I'm just gonna hear the scenes.
No, she's in the group chat. Let's put her on.
Apparently she thinks I guess I'm putting together, I think she thinks he's cheating on her.
Yeah.
Ask her. Did I touch her breast yesterday?
Instigated he is.
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday.
Then she's over like, you see how he's instigating? I don't know. Like that's like, what is she talking about?
Wow.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, done.
Okay, fine.
Done. Because you're costing me money.
The restraint. He cocked one back right there, Dane. Oof, that could have been.
Flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe it didn't really matter.
Yeah, so she's talking about she thinks he's flirting with people. You know, the
typical thing to stab someone for, apparently, these days.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know, man. So this was shot in Aspen in 2022. So this is like not long before everything goes down, right? But we're not really there in the story. Yeah, but still, it's like just to paint the picture, right?
Yeah.
I've never been in an abusive relationship. You know, lucky, knock on wood, it's all been good. But I can't imagine being in one and then wanting to stay in it. Like we see things where like a woman in the relationship is being abused, and they talk about how she's trapped in it, you know. But when it's like the flip side to where like she's beating up on him, I feel like he can just leave whenever he wants to. And if he stays, it's going to be worse for him because things start getting blamed on him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like maybe she's like beating him up and like one day he does like actually push her or, you know, hits back. And obviously she's going to be more hurt than him. And then he's the one going to jail. I don't know. I don't understand staying in situations like this. It's beyond me. And again, it's like luckily I don't have any experience in it. So I can't really speak much on the matter, but it's, yeah. Like I said, I don't know what the standard is though. Like if you're an OnlyFans model who is like making money off of showing your body to men on the internet.
Right.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess that like some insecurity comes with that when it comes to your partner, like thinking they're doing the same thing. I don't know.
The same thing that she does for work. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a little weird.
It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know how you handle that as a sex worker. To be honest, it sounds tough.
Christian, you're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up. Hopefully,
Well, she just fired him. He did
get fired. I heard it.
You're fired.
He's been fired.
He better
gosh.
like quit
Okay.
real quick because that's the only comeback. You know what I'm saying? You gotta quit before you get fired.
So yeah, she got arrested for domestic battery charges back in 2021. The last video was in 2022.
You're fired.
So then you go to April 3rd, 2022. There was a 911 call from their apartment. And while on the phone, you can hear Christian say, "I'm dying." And then you can hear her in the background saying, "I'm sorry, baby." And then you also hear her say, "Wake up, baby," multiple times. And the police arrive on the scene.
Wow.
And when they arrive, Christian has been stabbed. It was unresponsive, and Courtney is covered in blood. Yeah, there's body cam footage of like them showing up on scene and like talking to her, and it's not super graphic, so you don't got to worry about it. But she does obviously have blood on her, right?
Yeah.
Sit down. Do me a favor. Sit down. Do not
Why
move.
are you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move. Sit down.
Okay, but
we don't know what's going on.
Like look, like she's got it on her face. It's like she's like, ah! And like just started rubbing all over herself. I don't know. But and then she's over here like, why are you yelling at me? Why? Like, there's bigger. Like the cops just got here from someone being stabbed and dying, and here you are. No, you shut up. Get out of the way.
Freaking body in your room, blood on your face.
Yeah, you're covered in blood, and you're like, why are you yelling at me? I have rights. Just shut up.
We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, yeah, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move. Okay?
So she claims that she threw the knife at him, just like the other girl that we did the police cam. And then they went back and watched like the doggy cam, and she's like screaming and running at him with the knife. Yeah. So she threw the knife at him after he shoved her into the wall by the neck. Again, she's being shoved into the wall, and she's throwing a knife at him at arm's length, I guess.
Courtney is begging to see him, but police explain she cannot go back inside because the apartment is considered a crime scene.
I'm covered.
Yeah, she's like, she keeps asking how he is. Can I go back in? You know.
Yeah.
So the neighbors told police they had complained as they heard fighting from the apartment regularly, and Courtney kept asking if he was dead. He was rushed to the hospital where he died from his injuries. So he wasn't dead at the time when the police arrived. He was still alive, but he later passed away at the hospital, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand
I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't, and you can't, then
Okay.
what will I do with
All
my
right.
life? I need.
So she's covered in blood because she's trying to save him, Dane.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine feeling bad and worried about him after you stab him.
Christian died.
He died? What?
Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Can someone please give her a hug?
Wow.
Give me can I have a hug? Like what?
I for dang sure did not stab him.
She did not stab him.
That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him.
That would be insane. She did not stab him. That would be insane.
Oh, wow.
You even think the knife would touch him. It was just self-defense. You threw it. You just throw knives at people and hope it's not going to hit him.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, now she can't have thrown it, right? So now it's like, telekinesis again. Telekinesis again.
It's kind of like weird if someone is stabbed and dying. She doesn't seem that upset about it. She seems like, oh, is he okay?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
You know,
she seemed more concerned about getting back into the apartment. Like,
yo, I got
for real. Yo, lady, they found the knife already. You can't get rid of it.
All right, well, all right, Dane, you're gonna love the next part here. So they took Courtney into custody, right?
Okay.
Ultimately, they released her. They let her go.
With bail?
They let her go.
Like
once released, she left the state, went to rehab in Hawaii.
Stabbing rehab? Like her arm was hurting a little bit after the stabbing?
She was in rehab for post-traumatic stress disorder and substance abuse, and they charged her with second-degree murder with a deadly weapon.
Wow.
Oh, and also one count of interception of wire or electronic communication. I'm not too sure what that one is, but they had like another one. To which her lawyers respond, "We are completely shocked at Courtney's arrest based upon clear evidence of self-defense in this matter." And he added, "It is an absolute injustice to charge a victim of domestic violence and human trafficking with a crime." Was she got human trafficked?
What?
When did that hang on, what?
Did he buy her?
Was he making her sell her body on OnlyFans? Is that what?
There's no way.
What is it?
Dude. I mean, maybe now.
Clearly self-defense, though, Dane. Clearly self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the videos.
Yeah, and he stated their charges were baseless. There's no base for these accusations. Crazy. Like the neighbors heard them fighting all the time, and there's a history of domestic abuse, and there's videos of them being wild. You know, it's
them.
So I mean, this is still an ongoing case this time. So this is all allegedly, but just looking at what we have on the internet, it's like, bruh, you know, what do you mean? But this doesn't end there. Her parents were also charged with one count of unauthorized access or excessive access to a computer for allegedly serving as a principal and breaking into her boyfriend Christian's laptop. So they tried to break into his laptop
after he's dead.
Yeah, for some reason.
Dude,
what are they trying to find on there? Some evidence that
they're trying.
He's a bad person.
You gotta, dude, that's crazy. If it's self-defense and you have to literally hack the dead man's laptop to try to go and find something, you're fishing that hard, bro. That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the allegations that she had against him. I guess say allegations, but she was like saying that he's cheating on her and stuff like that. Maybe that was. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to dig up some evidence for character case.
Maybe
and
the trafficking part or something. I don't, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why they were trying to do it, but yeah, there was a group chat between family that showed proof of them trying to break into the computer. Are there any pins or passwords we can try before you see her tomorrow? Kim Clenney wrote in one message, according to the warrants. So they're like, hey, do you know any other thing? What's the date of birth? What can we try? You know. Wow. Kim, hold off on going through the computer, please. I don't want to turn you into a witness just yet if you find something useful, one of the attorneys wrote, according to the warrants. And the case is still ongoing. Yeah, the attorneys are in there like, yeah, get in that computer. Oh, boy. So she's still in jail, and they're claiming self-defense, and they're trying to get her out. I saw something somewhere. I'm not too sure. You guys can let me know in the comments. I think the parents might be in jail right now.
Wow.
Or maybe they got arrested. I'm not too sure if they're still in jail or not. I haven't been able to like really find anything. But maybe those of you that like keep up a little more with it can let us know. Like if because there was something going on with their parents for sure.
This is a crazy case. I don't know what to think. Like because we haven't seen very much of the things that she's trying to say and portray about him. You know what I mean? Like, all the videos that we saw were kind of one-sided with, you know, we saw who was throwing the punches. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sounds like an awful relationship that should have ended a long time ago before the murder happened. But, you know.
Yeah, for real. How much can you forgive bad behavior or just like someone acting like a psychopath just because she's hot, you know, or whatever. Right. Making that OnlyFans money. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments about that whole situation. And yeah, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Say toast to my friends. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Stop stabbing people.
Please stop.